Falcon 9 is back. After the FAA suddenly placed all Falcon 9 missions on hold, things did not look good for SpaceX. However, just a few days ago, the FAA officially lifted the hold on Falcon 9 missions, allowing SpaceX to resume its launches once again. So, how did it all begin? Well, recently, SpaceX's Falcon 9 encountered a critical failure during a mission. This failure occurred on July 11th after the Falcon 9 rocket took off from NASA's Kennedy Space Center, Cape Canaveral, Florida. Initially, the launch started off smoothly. The first stage of Falcon 9 successfully executed all its tasks, from the liftoff and stage separation to the landing on the drone ship. However, things took a turn for the worse during the initial burn of Falcon 9's second stage engine, when a liquid oxygen leak occurred within the insulation around the upper stage engine. When investigations were carried out, the leak was traced back to a crack in a pressure sensor line connected to the oxygen system. Further investigations revealed that the crack was caused by fatigue from engine vibration and a loose clamp. In response to this problem, SpaceX attempted to salvage the situation. However, all efforts were unsuccessful, and the majority of the satellites re-entered the Earth's atmosphere. After this incident, SpaceX took to its homepage to assure the public that there was no need to worry. According to SpaceX, no hazard was involved when the satellite re-entered the Earth's atmosphere, since it was destroyed upon re-entry. SpaceX also assured everyone that the failed sensor on the second stage would be removed in future Falcon 9 launches. After this incident, which unfortunately was SpaceX's first in-flight failure since 2015, the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, the body responsible for space mission safety, immediately grounded SpaceX operations. This was done after concerns were raised about Falcon 9's reliability and safety. Subsequently, this triggered a thorough investigation by the FAA to determine the cause of the failure. The goal was to implement corrective measures to prevent a recurrence. The setback was particularly striking given SpaceX's recent string of successes. Just weeks before this unfortunate incident, Elon Musk hit a significant milestone when the Falcon 9's 22nd flight set a reusability record for the company. This groundbreaking mission marked the first time a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launched and landed 22 times. Despite the company's impressive track record, the investigation into this failure was crucial. And after a comprehensive investigation that took 2 weeks, the FAA was back with its verdict. Its investigations revealed that no public safety issues were involved in the mission. In a public announcement, the FAA stated that, after a comprehensive review, it was determined that no public safety issues were involved in the anomaly that occurred during the SpaceX Starlink Group 9 launch on July 11th. The public safety determination means the Falcon 9 vehicle may return to operations while the overall investigations remain open, provided all license requirements are met. This means that the Falcon 9 can resume flight operations, provided that all other license requirements are met. This reapproval wasn't just great news for SpaceX, it was a significant boost for NASA and America's space program as a whole. On the international stage, SpaceX's frequent Falcon 9 launches helped the U.S. maintain its leading position in the aerospace industry, while keeping major competitors like Russia and China at bay. So far, the Falcon 9 has been the world's most frequently used rocket and is renowned for its reliability and safety in the transportation of satellites and astronauts. It has successfully completed numerous missions, making it a pillar of modern American space travel. Secondly, the Falcon 9 is the only U.S. rocket that has successfully transported NASA crews to the International Space Station. Building on this record, NASA is expected to launch its next astronaut mission in August, with SpaceX's Crew Dragon capsule launching atop the rocket. The significance of SpaceX's capabilities becomes even more apparent in light of recent developments with other space programs. For instance, SpaceX could also be responsible for another mission due to ULA Starliner's recent setback. This could come after the unsuccessful launch of ULA's Starliner's first crewed mission. Due to helium leaks and thruster issues, 2 astronauts on the Starliner rocket, Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore, have been stranded at the International Space Station. Now, with no immediate solution in sight, it appears that SpaceX might be the only option to return Starliner's astronauts to Earth. Additionally, SpaceX's proven track record of solving complex technical problems has been immensely valuable to the U.S. aerospace sector. With this reapproval, SpaceX will continue to support America's national security while carrying out joint missions with NASA, the Department of Defense, and other international bodies. Beyond these collaborations, SpaceX's impact on the aerospace industry is even more far-reaching. For the past 2 weeks, while the Falcon 9 has been unable to carry out launches, the entire sector faced significant disruptions, with plans stalling and competitors advancing. Restoring Falcon 9's flight capability as soon as possible was important for the U.S. aerospace industry. The urgency also becomes clear when considering SpaceX's upcoming schedule in the coming months. On July 30, 2024, the Falcon 9 will assist in launching the Turkish 6A mission, which will deploy a communication satellite to provide military and civilian communications over Western Russia, the Middle East, Europe, and the Anatolian Peninsula. Additionally, SpaceX has several Starlink satellite launches planned, including one on August 18, 2024. If these flights are halted, it could impact the expansion of SpaceX's global broadband internet service. Fortunately, SpaceX wasted no time resuming operations once the grounding was lifted. In fact, on July 27th, SpaceX successfully launched 23 Starlink broadband satellites atop a Falcon 9 rocket from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The Falcon 9's first stage returned to Earth approximately 8 minutes after launch, landing vertically on SpaceX's drone ship, Just Read the Instructions, positioned in the Atlantic Ocean. This mission was SpaceX's 70th of the year, bringing Elon Musk's goal of 148 flights within reach. While this quick return to flight is impressive, there is something crucial worth noting. When the FAA investigates launch failures, it can be time-consuming and can take up to months depending on the complexity of the problem and the ability of the company to take corrective actions. However, it didn't take long for SpaceX to get back on track. In fact, the resolution happened quite quickly. So why was SpaceX's return to flight so swift? Well, this was mostly due to the way SpaceX addressed the situation. After the failure, the SpaceX team acted quickly by investigating the cause, examining the data, and submitting their conclusions along with a request to resume flight operations. This rapid response did not go unnoticed. Even the FAA noted on July 27th that SpaceX's response to the issue was unparalleled. Take note, everyone. The swift resolution of this incident not only demonstrated SpaceX's ability to handle setbacks, but also has implications for its future operations. As SpaceX moves forward with its future launches, including its missions for NASA and the expansion of its Starlink network, the lessons learned from this setback will likely contribute to greater reliability and safety measures in future missions. Now, that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it and want to see more content like this, click the like button and subscribe for daily videos. Thanks for watching.